But yeah. So, you want to run hop in for 2.5 seconds? I know you ain't.
She told me I had 3 wishes. It lies off my wrist. As your wish will come true. Do not cut it.
I know. Okay, so in another hour. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I'll be back in
You never forget your first Oreo cookie.
Yeah, please don't do some things. Right.
These is 12 hours of free background music.
Cool.
Copyright free for creators, storytellers, and streamers.
Period.
Hey.
She said, hey.
I'm gonna start talking in a minute because, it be taking people a minute.
She said, hey, come her
Hey, my
way.
love.
Welcome to the room, the PurePressha podcast. Hey, the PurePressha podcast. Yeah.
Welcome in to another episode of PurePressha podcast. I am your host, Pressha. As y'all can see, I'm in a different location. This is a vibe out topic. I wanted to get some other perspectives. And all guests, as y'all know, I always say you do not have to be seen. So y'all will hear other perspectives, other voices. If they choose, if they want to be, I'll tag them and y'all can go see what they do, what they got going on. But I always try to make sure that I include other perspectives, not my own, because that's the whole point. Like, how you gonna apply pressure to yourself necessarily? You can't. Yeah, you gonna always agree with you. But y'all hear my new intro in the background. She's a trip, yo. I cannot. Okay, so today's topic is the one that got away. What would you do if you had one more chance? Like, just one more chance with that person that you felt like it was supposed to be something and it didn't get to be everything that it was supposed to be. Like, what would you do if you had 24 hours to make an impression and to get that person back? Like, and this topic came to me because there are a lot of people, that are on their healing journeys and learning new things about themselves and recognizing their flaws. And I'm one of those people. And part of that was me reflecting and realizing that a lot of times there have been, people that lost me. Don't get it fucked up. I am the one that got away for a lot of people. However, I have, people that, had slid through the cracks because I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? And now knowing what I know about myself and about love and relationship and friendship and just life as in general, I realized that was the one that got away. Like, I probably should have acted right for that one. I was acting right for this one. I should have been acting right for that one. Like, I feel like everybody has had those experiences, but not everybody is grown enough to take accountability and to address it. So I had to really think about it. Like, what would I do if I had the opportunity to make it right with those people? And it's only 2 people, you know what I'm saying, that I feel like got away, that were deserving of who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Because who I am today is not who I was 2 days ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. I am definitely a greater woman than I have ever been. So there are certain people that I should have worked with them. They was working with me. They was thugging it. And I was wilding. Because we all had, what y'all like to call the whole phase. And for me, it wasn't even a whole phase. It was like actually having a roster. You know how y'all be like, date them all? I tried dating them all. To me, that was my whole phase. I didn't necessarily have to have sex with them. I just, I had a few people, you know what I'm saying, on the line that I could hit up for whatever, I decided to hit them up for. And during those years, because it was about 3 years that I went back and forth, not really in a relationship or really focusing on trying to be in a relationship and just dating them all and seeing what was out there. And there were people in those times that I feel like now it could have been something. And I was probably tripping. I might have been tripping. And I told a person that, you know what I'm saying, I just told them recently, like, you know, I had conversations with other people about you in our situation because I wanted to understand what I did wrong, which is definitely not me. If you know me, I'm not about to go ask nobody what's wrong with me. That's what my therapist for, okay? I'm not.
Definitely
You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking y'all. I don't give a damn what you think is wrong with me. This lady, I'm paying her to tell me what's wrong with me. You get what I'm saying? Who this fuck? Care that shit somewhere else. But, you know, I really sat down and had a genuine conversation with the male and asked him, like, what are some things that you know, because you know me personally, that I need to work on? And they started naming some shit, and then
how did this make you feel?
I had to clutch my pearls, because what the fuck? Who
this fuck?
You right, but who the fuck told you to be seeing all that? Nobody told you to see all that. They want to be my friends now, y'all. They don't even like me. You know what I'm saying? They be jumping on me and stuff for like 2.5 seconds, and then when I got some food or something, then they want to be close to me. They don't fuck with me for real. But anyway, I'm gonna edit that out because that ain't got nothing to do with this topic. But I just wanted to put it on display how fake they is. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so, you know, having that conversation and realizing that it opened up a lot of things. It triggered a lot of thoughts. And it made me wonder. Y'all know I'm curious. I be wanting to be in y'all business like y'all be in mine. Like, has everybody had that experience? Like, I just want to know. Like, do you have a person that you feel like they, you know, or even if you don't have a person that you feel like they got away, do you feel like you're somebody's person that got away?
I would have to agree with you too. In stating the previous relationship I was in, I do feel like now that I am who I am now, like you're saying, like outside of his attitude, our relationship, he definitely could have been the person that was the one. Although I knew who it was I wanted during that time, and I'm like currently with that person, like even with the experience of like, to be honest, almost a week ago, almost ready to like be like, this just maybe this is not what we want to do, but honestly being like, no, you are the person that I want to do this with. If I'm going to change, and you've been the person that's been with me this amount of time throughout the change, like, you deserve to see the healing completely done. So, like, I can speak for, like, my current, like, relationship that I'm in. Like, we was best friends, so it made it even more difficult to just
because they be knowing.
Yeah, so it made it even make it makes it more difficult to be like, let's just cut it. But then when you like sit back and you look at it, it's like, dang.
Like, I still want you to ride with me regardless.
We really are everything that each other that we told each other and know for a fact that each other wants. It's just the fact of when like actually being in the healing stage and knowing what it is that you're healing with, it's like not disconnecting with your person.
Yeah.
And when you disconnect with your person in that time frame, it allows that moment to create friction to be able to say, maybe this not what the fuck we want. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe you're not the one. It puts that there because it's like, doubt. I'm sick of dealing with this with you, but when you really realize that this is the person, like, it's like, none of that bullshit matters. Like, the good really outweighs the bad. And it's like, when you honestly think about that, and then you got to realize if a person is worth what it is that you're dealing with in your healing. Like,
Woo, child.
If they're worth dealing with you
That was a word.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to quote that one.
Quote it.
So sometimes we just be like, oh yeah, you the one, you the one, you the one.
But
deep down in our hearts, we are like, this not what I said. This is not what I said.
This is exactly what I mean.
You just gotta be honest.
Yes,
like,
that's,
certain parts of you are the one,
Woo,
but the whole mentality of you and how you think and how you operate
as
a whole collective,
it's not it.
It's not it. So it's like you take those moments and you utilize them for the experience in which it is, like of saying, okay, this is how I would feel when I get this piece from my partner that it is that I really want. Because like they can showcase you the love that you need, but not by communicating the way that you need them to communicate with you. But you get in that experience with allowing your heart to be acceptive to the parts that you know you do deserve from them. So then when the next person that comes that is truly the person, it's like your heart is already receptive to the, hey, good morning, beautiful. You look good today. Because sometimes that even shit like that shocking.
I am still learning that, yo.
You still learning how to accept that?
I do not know how to take compliments.
Okay,
I swear to God. Okay, excuse my language. No, I do not swear to God. But I swear, I do not know how to take compliments because it triggers something in my mind automatically, like, what you want from me?
Right.
Because every person who has ever told me what like, oh, I'm so proud of you, or you're gorgeous, or you're this and you're that. Like they have always wanted something for me, or it was always to entice me or to basically distract me from what their true intentions were.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just to genuinely like try to get to know you to figure out what you got going on to see how they can fuck up what you got going on.
Exactly.
They don't even really be for you.
Or to try to hinder certain things, because there have been people that have thought that I was, I guess, so vain. Their perception of me was that I was so vain that they could talk about my beauty all day and that was going to appease me. I'm cute and I look good and these clothes fit, and then what?
And then what?
Like, I don't care about none of that.
Most of the times they allow themselves to like think so much more about what it is that you look like that they lose the quality in who you actually are as a person. Like what it is that you can do, like what your goals are, like the things that you accomplish, like what your mental space is. Like they don't get connected in that way. It gets more so of, oh, you're pretty, you're attractive, that'll make me look like this. You become like that trophy or that talk about. And let me tell you something.
I'm not meant to be anybody's trophy. This is the thing. I'm gonna make you look good. I'm gonna look good standing beside you. I'm gonna dress. I'm gonna match your flat and all that shit. All of that is gonna come with it. However, I am so much more than what the fuck I look like, and that's why I know I'm the one that got away for a lot of people. Like I said, I have my two people that I feel like are the ones that got away. That could have been something that it didn't translate. However, it's a lot of motherfuckers is in their bag and in their feelings about me right now because they literally only saw me for physically what I am. And then later on they're like, oh, you dope as fuck. Like you do this, you do that. Oh, you ambitious. You going to get it. Like I'm not a city girl. I say that all the time. People think it's a joke. I'm not a gimme. I'm not going to just sit there with my hand out. I'm going to sit. All right, you can give me money, but I'd rather you give me money to help or teach me how to make more money myself. I'd rather you sow something into me that can put me in better position than you to just hand me what you think I want. No, because to me, I'm always going to side at it. Right. Like, I put up a post and I was like, my biggest turn on is teach me something. If you teach me something that I can carry on into my life that's going to make me progress, you're more likely to get some pussy off of that than you are from buying me any fucking thing.
Okay, so I'd like to chime in on 2 points. So the first thing is as I look, I can't necessarily say there's the one that got away. Not for me in this point. Because technically the one that could have, would have, should have got away is still around. Right? So that's number one. There's that. The second part to the whole compliment piece is usually built on a trauma response, right? But once you actually go in and do the healing work for that, you learn how to receive what's genuine and discern what is not. because then we are able to separate that. You love me and you need something from me, and I love you, but we're not finna do this pony dance.
And that's what I'm learning. Like, it is still hard though, because there are people that honestly I'm just realizing now that been in my life my entire life that did not mean me well. You know what I'm
now
saying?
it's like you are at a point where you can like she said, discern through the situations and the conversations that you're having with these people before actually taking action. Now I have like not necessarily a 30-day period, but to explain it,
it's just a
I'm
nice
saying
little
it's
grace
like
period.
a little 30-day period. I'm like, I need to figure you out in this amount of time.
That's it.
If not, then it's like, it's nothing that we can communicate about unless you're spending money.
Correct.
And if you're spending money, that means you're paying for one of the services
That I provide.
That I offer.
And you don't have to ask me no questions. We don't have to
Because I got a booking site for that.
Here's the booking site. That's straight
set
up.
up to be that way.
And so for instance, I had somebody that approached me, and I posted this on my story, so whatever, y'all seen it. If you didn't, I took it down because somebody told me I was being mean. And I don't be trying to be mean, but I try to put stuff out there because it's a DM attack. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on in the DM, and I'm not interested. And it's this person that approached me. I already didn't want to talk to them based on where they met me.
Okay, understood.
So I was already like, no. Then the conversation started, and we talked for a little bit, and then I found out how old that person was. And that person was 14 years older than me.
Oh, no.
So that was also no. Then it went on, and I noticed patterns. And again, this is also a part of the discernment, learning the difference between me being bitter from previous situations and me learning from previous situations. Mm-hmm. And in this situation, I just learned from what the fuck I went through before. But basically I would notice the person would start a conversation and I would respond, and then they would drop off. And then they would text me back another day or 2 days later or something like that. So I basically cut it short. And they text me just 9 p.m. at night, like, I want to see you. After not speaking to me for 3 days. After dropping off a conversation 3 days before that. And I'm like, your wants don't concern me. I ain't heard from you since Tuesday. Right. I don't even know you for real for you to be telling me what the fuck you want anyway.
That's a fact.
So, you haven't even attempted to plan a date.
But they have no rapport.
I want $1 million, but
people in hell want ice water.
Can't always get what you desire.
But first, before you go too far into the remainder of your podcast, I know this is your space. But I would like to acknowledge you for taking the accountability of knowing, even having this conversation arise in your mind has also showed the signs of you are taking full accountability for the areas in which you fucked up.
Facts.
And as an adult, to have somebody say, I hear you, I see you, I want to acknowledge you on your own platform.
I appreciate
that to take accountability takes a whole nother different level.
I'm trying to tell you, I be fighting.
Adulthood. So even the fact that you started off the conversation with, I have fully taken the time to examine the situations, because you said it was two. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, to say that publicly, first of all, taking a step to do it is difficult. But to announce that publicly, it takes a really strong person to do that. So I wanted to acknowledge the fact that you have taken accountability, you have taken the time to sit back and realize that I'm healing in certain areas, and if you're gonna trigger those certain areas, I gotta head out because I'm not. No, but I appreciate that because it is very valuable and very, this is also something I learned in dating. I require reassurance, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not.
I need to know that I'm making you happy. I need to know that the things that I'm doing matter or that they're appreciated. You can't
because
just
in certain places, people can make you feel like, even though you, as the person, know that you're doing your best. A person can make you. A person can really make you feel like what you're doing isn't amounting to anything. Mm-hmm. So to then be in a relationship where somebody is giving you the, okay, babe, I see you.
Exactly.
It's like sometimes
it be turning me up.
That, but then it's like you still personally need that reassurance for yourself. Like, sometimes it do take an actual sit down conversation to be like, baby, I really seen the effort you put into the other day. And it could just be like, damn, okay. And it turns you on in a whole other different manner.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a mind fuck.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. That'll get your dick sucked from the back. Anyway, comments. Niggas don't be worth the backwood they roll up while lying.
Damn. Oh my God.
Damn, bitch. That was my wife. Boy, to be or not to be. Laughing my ass off. No, for real. That is the question. I ain't healing. I'm killing. Payback is mandatory.
Hey, yo.
Okay. If y'all don't know Flames, she was on a previous episode, and that is one of her quotes. We not gonna heal, we gonna kill. That's how she feel. Facts, twin. I don't care if you told me I'm loving you right yesterday. Tell me again when we wake up so I can go harder. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you take each day as, like, I feel like that in any type of relationship. Any type of relationship, like sisterhoods, brotherhoods, whatever.
I agree.
It's like, I want to find a new way to show you. I want to show you a new way of our connection of who we are. Like, how can we help each other today? Like, how can we build each other today? Like, how can we connect in this moment right that we're living in right now?
Because life change every
Because the I love you I told you yesterday is different. Each day it grows stronger.
Exactly.
It's like today is a new level of I love you. And sometimes you might hit that sister up or you might hit that person up or whatever, and they're like, I hear what you're saying, but today is one of them days you can't just text me. I need you to show up. I need you to show up in this moment. Show that to me.
Yep.
Oof, baby.
And it's like,
and that's also a part of
discern
this whole topic that I'm talking about, because I realize as well the one that got away can also be in friendship. It does not have to be romantic relationship. Like, I don't feel like there's no friend that got away.
Well, I would say I do.
But I've had several people try to reach back out and try to mend stuff with me because of them feeling that way or them holding that weight. But the energy is different now because I'm no longer a people pleaser. So you coming back and you're expecting me to still be the same way and still accept the same shit, and I'm over here like, who this for? For real. Like, real life, who this for? These comments is going crazy. Healing take too damn long. Yes, he's spitting back there. No, she is definitely spitting. I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't realize or don't understand. I don't know why it always revolts back to accountability, y'all. Like, if y'all watched a lot of my different topics, they all go back to accountability. It doesn't matter what we're talking about, because even in this aspect, when people really pay attention or think about the one that got away, like you said, you have to first take accountability, because how else are you going to be honest enough to say, I fucked up and I let that person go?
But also, too, I realized that with taking accountability, it's about communication. Like, communication is the first step of taking accountability to even feel comfortable and allowing somebody to say, this is how you made me feel in a situation. And I feel like when I speak to people or when I just hear people talk about things, it's like childhood is a lot of places of people's traumas of not being able to tell their parents or whoever they were going around what it was that they was going through. So it's like now in your adulthood, having somebody to actually want to listen to your problems, help you with certain situations, it becomes difficult to open up in that manner, because all the people that you've ever known all your entire life that supposedly instantly gave you this love showed you otherwise. It's like, no, I don't care. Parents sometimes, it's like, no, I don't care that I offend you. I'm mama, I'm dad. What I said is right, and what you're the child, you're wrong. And now some people take that into their relationships where you like a disagreement between you and your spouse instantly feels like somebody got to be right, when that's not the case. You telling me what it is that you feeling, and I'm telling you what it is that I'm feeling. And in that moment of communication, we can tell each other how we both were wrong. It's not about if you was wrong or if I was wrong. In a lot of situations, when the situation breaks down, it's all about what it is that person was feeling. And so when we go back to the original topic of like the people that's gotten away, a lot of the times they getting away due to not knowing how to be open in conversation. Fuck just healing, because even
saying what you feel. Like if something doesn't sit well with you, pretending like it's okay for so long, and then expecting somebody to know to change it leads to that shit. Like you can't.
My mom used to say all the time, well, how can you know? How could a person know if they made you feel away or you've done something wrong if you have not told them that they made you feel away or that they've done something wrong? Because a lot of the times people will now I'm like, you got one time, and I'm saying when you did that, that made me feel this way, and I'm acknowledging that now. So it's like now, if you do it again, I have the right to be the person that I used to be, and say, bitch, now you trying me. I told you the first time.
Exactly.
Then the next time, it's not.
Because I don't like repeat myself. It's a pet peeve to me. Like I really feel I take that wholeheartedly. Like if I come to you and I voice, because for me, I used to be a people pleaser, so I would take in so much. Like it's okay, I can fix it, I can take it, it's all right. And so when I get to the point. Now I'm not, it don't take me that long. But when I got to the point when I voice it and then you carry on and do the exact same thing, that same fuck my feelings. It's no other way for me to take it other than you don't give a fuck about how I feel about it. So since you don't give a damn, I don't give a fuck. And then
it becomes like when you allow a person to do something for so long, it's like, okay, well, you're not going to change it.
Oh, Lord.
So you yourself, as the person that's dealing with whatever it is, you have to be the person to say, okay, I'm not dealing with this. Now, if you're not going to fix it, I'm going to fix it. And I'm going to remove myself from the situation.
Exactly. Plenty of friends have lost me. Circle smaller than my shoe size. Hey.
And that's okay, because that comes with adulting. That comes with adulting. Like, I realized, like, a lot of the people that I thought were my friends, like, they won't shit.
Not a motherfucker.
Like the places in which I like foresee myself going, or that I am already, it's like if you can't adapt to that or like ensure that we both are consistently moving forward, like we not keep backtracking, we not like still doing the same shit we was doing or having the same conversations and progressions that we were having in high school or when we first fucking met each other, then it's like you're not taking the proper steps. Because and I can say you, because I take a lot of the proper steps when it comes to everything that it is that I said that I want in the future. So it's like, as now when I'm accepting friends, it's like if you ain't already got something, not if you in the makings. Because I know too many people that has been in the makings of making shit happen for themselves, and they get so stagnant around people that's already making it happen that they're not using those moments to actually make it happen. So it's like you gotta get with people that's already in the groove of the thing. So it's like, oh no, but you need this, I got you. And it's like genuinely not needing anything back. Like when you actually have and build those connections with people, like those are the type of friends and people you need that's going to help you progress in every area of your life. Like I shouldn't just be able to call you when I need to borrow some money. Exactly. Bitch, I should be able to call you and say, listen, today, I just woke up 20 minutes ago and today is not the day. Like I need you to help me get out of this funk. If I can't call you and say those type of things to you, bitch, what the fuck are you my friend for?
You're not my friend.
You just another person.
You're a space holder.
You're just another person attached to me in a way that you can hear me talk or you can connect with me. But you are not a person that can genuinely get through. And
or bring any type of value, but you're gonna expect that value from me. So basically, you're just I'm another source for you. You're draining me. You pulling from me, but you're not pouring anything into me. And I don't have time for none of that. I don't want no more leeches in my life. I'm cool on all that. Like whether you sucking it from my vagina or you sucking it from my earlobe, you're sucking me dry. And
but also okay with your question, like, who's to say that the person that got away, or you getting away from the person that you could have been the person that got away from, like, who's to say that those aren't still good things or good moments?
I had to realize that too. Like, sometimes you gotta leave well enough alone.
Yeah, because I look, like, even with the same situation I was saying earlier, like, I look back at it and be like, damn, it was really fucking me. It was really fucking me being in a place where I had everything that it was that I wanted out of a person, but it just wasn't the person that I wanted it from. So that's what made it like, he could been the person if I was the person as well. If I created the person that it was that he needed as well. I allowed the fact that I knew what it was what I wanted, but it was just not coming from the person that I wanted it from. But to me, like, it hurt in that situation.
Like that.
But it's like, at the end of the day, it was a good thing because it prepared me for the person that I wanted. And it's like, oh, I already know how this operates. I already know how this feels to be in this type of situation with a person that I thought could have been the one, when in reality my heart was somewhere else.
Yeah. And that's also what I wanted to address about that too. Like, a lot of times we hold on to people we think was the one that got away, when in all actuality, they were supposed to get away. They weren't supposed to be there. I am a firm believer in what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and what will be. Straight up. Like, we can plan all the time. God be weak off our plans. Like, ha, ha, ha. Like, deep laugh. Like, because he already know what it is, regardless of what we see or what we believe it to be or what we want it to be. If that's not what he already deemed as our destiny, it's not going to happen. So,
because sometimes even in that, it's like, we don't think big enough sometimes.
Facts.
So it's like, we can just be saying, oh God, I need a man with some money, a good car, and a house, and that's going to support me in my dreams and my goals. But then God is like, girl, I was about to send you somebody that was going to fully invest in your company. But you in your
so
close-minded. But you just want him to have it. You see? So it's like, sometimes it's like, we got to be careful in what it is that we're saying. Like, it's more so of like, whatever, this is what I want, but whatever it is that you see fit, make that happen, because you know that that's what's going to really be best.
Shit, you know me.
Because you already know my mental.
Exactly.
Like, what I could be thinking could be wrong.
Exactly.
So guard my mental and go after what you know my heart is really desiring in these moments. And
yeah,
these
because wanting and desiring are two different things.
Yeah.
Please
like,
don't
those
get me started.
I'm not even going to go into all of that, but they are two different things.
Don't get me started.
It's the mirror, the window, door theory. Yep.
Every time y'all bitches want something, y'all start to tell the universe you lack it. So if y'all want to lack for the rest of your lives, keep saying you want shit.
There she go. There she
saying.
Ain't nobody asked you to do that. we not even.
That's why they don't be getting shit, because we be wanting it.
We're not even gonna get into the people's bubble like that. No, but seriously, I feel like it's okay to miss out sometimes.
Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
okay to have some regrets. Because that means you lived. That means you did. That means you took risks.
And you're learning. And
you are. Like, you can't.
And it's like only in your healing when you find those acknowledgments to be like, damn, I thought that nigga was fucked up. But in our reality, it was both of us. Mm-hmm. And it takes for you to heal out of certain situations that they put you through or your current people put you through to be like, I'm not that same motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not the same person.
I agree.
And then that's when you be able to acknowledge the fact that you have taken the steps to grow. When you can acknowledge that now the situation that might have happened 5 years ago, you looking at it and you like, no, I was the fucked up individual. Mm-hmm. I was the fucked up person.
Yeah. And like I said, I had to literally take those moments. I took them with myself, and then like I said, I asked someone else like their perception, and they told me like, it made me like, it hurt.
Shit, I even call my sister and be like, listen, so this was said about me. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel that way because I don't see it. But because she my sister and we have that connection in where she knows she could tell me or have a moment that she can pinpoint where I've done what another person might have brought to my attention, she's then able to know how to bring it to me and be like, well, yeah, Since we talking about it, yeah, we do. You do have those type of moments. You don't mean it that way. And she'd be like, take for instance this moment, and can pinpoint the moment in which it happened. I'm like, okay, now that you bring it to my attention in the way that you know how to bring it to my attention, it's like I get it. So it's all about like having those people too that can really be like, no, might not be in that moment you felt like you was wrong,
is necessary,
but girl, you was wrong, or you might not have meant it that way, but to everybody else listening or to the person that heard it, it's like, no, you was fucked up. You was fucked up.
And I feel the same way. Like, I definitely only have a few people that I'll accept that from. I'm not gonna hold you because I get taken wrong so much. Like, me not being super bubbly and wanting everybody in my space automatically gets taken for me being negative, and I'm not negative. I just don't take shit.
Who she sound like?
Like my guard, whatever.
You bitch.
Me. I'm always like, why the fuck people, like, it doesn't matter what I say. Like, I could dead ass be chilling. People just always be like, oh my God, she's so mean. Oh, but it's like,
but she not.
My people that actually understand me,
She not.
They get it. And at first I used to feel like I was like wrong for being like, the people that get it. And if they don't get it, don't. Like, I used to feel wrong for feeling that way.
Yeah.
And then even in my healing, I'm still like, I'm not going to keep wearing myself out because I know that I personally don't mean anything to be taken that way. So if I'm verbally telling you to stop taking me negative, then you should now open your heart to be receptive in how it is that I speak.
That was literally part of the conversation that I was talking about that I just had last night. Like, legit, like, expressing that, like, I'm not always coming off. Like, anybody who knows me knows I have a crazy sense of humor. Like, my attitude is,
y'all gotta know the difference between her humor and her attitude.
It can be crazy, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it fucked up. You can get fucked up around here. However, I'm not always on that, and more so, I'm not on it than I am. Like, when you get me there, I'm there and it's done. It ain't no whole lot of in between that. Like,
but what I realized in that too is like sometimes, like, by us being the person that's actually going through the healing process and acknowledging our own parts in which it is that we're healing. Like, sometimes the people around us that don't know that we've dealt with certain things or that we're healing from certain things, they keep us in where they met us. So it's like we have to introduce them to who we really are.
And that's
so sometimes
exactly
that's
what I'm talking about.
Like a little bit more of like, okay, I understand why you could have taken me that way because that was me.
And
then.
that's what I had to do.
But now me, that is not what I meant by that.
Recenter myself to do that. Like, I literally.
I know you don't want to keep doing that multiple times. You like, bitch, I done told you 50 million times.
I ain't gonna tell
that I
you
didn't change.
I ain't gonna say
so stop taking what I'm saying to be negative.
And y'all know my name. Fuck them people. Cause I've actively worked to change every day.
But I legit had a come to Jesus moment. Like, look, why would you think? Like, I legit had to say, like, why would you take me that way? Why would you assume? Like, what reason have you ever given me to feel like I would be coming at you like that, or that I would be, trying intentionally to hurt? It's like it's not intentional. It's just, okay, so if you know that my intentions are well, and you know that the conversation before that was all positive, then why would you assume that this simple statement is negative? You know what I'm saying? And it helped me realize it's also about perception. It depends on if you texting for some people and what you put in the text message, if you use emojis. For some people, it depends on, like, I talk with my hands, so me talking with my hands, automatically this is aggressive.
I'm just like, listen.
I'm expressive, okay? Because trust and believe, if we fucking, I'm grabbing, I'm doing all types of shit, making all types of noise. So, it's a part of who I am.
That's how I feel when people be thinking that, because like my voice is naturally loud. So it's like, me getting excited and talking about something, it's gonna get louder. And then sometimes people are like, why are you yelling? And I'm like, bitch, I'm not yelling. I'm really just excited about what it is that I'm talking about. So, like, my friends that know that, and, like, my circle of people that know that, it's just like, they know how to be like, girl, you yelling, or girl, pay it, or whatever like that. But like for a person to just genuinely take that as being negative,
it's a constant thing. It's a constant battle. Like I have understood or tried to understand for the last couple of years that that's just something that I'm going to battle with, because I naturally have resting bitch face. I'm naturally not accepting of bullshit. I'm naturally going to tell you where you got me fucked up at. I'm going to give you a chance to correct it. And then if you don't correct it, then I'm going to tell you where you can go and how long to stay there. You know what I'm saying? It's just what is given. But I'm not always mad. I'm not always evil. And I'm not always the one that has, the guilt. Like, because I be getting away. Sometimes I don't want to get away. Period. You are not responsible for other people's perceptions. I am not. And that's something I had to learn as well. However, I am responsible for making sure that I make sure my intentions are clear to the people that I care about. That's what I had to learn too, in the balance of that. Like, yeah, fuck them people, but the people I care about, let me love on them and care for them and, acknowledge their feelings a little bit more. So I'm learning to balance, you know what I'm saying? But I had to bring the conversation to the table for y'all, because y'all know we be talking about things. Before we get out of here, I do want to put y'all on notice that tickets are on sale for Trapped in Oz.
Baby, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. It's a musically inclined fashion show.
Experience.
It's definitely an experience. It's
y'all make sure y'all come out to see my sister.
And I'm about to.
She is in the show. She is also on prop design.
Okay, getting it.
Y'all make sure y'all come and see me
PurePressha,
too.
period.
I'm not telling y'all who the fuck I be. Just come look at the flyer.
If you know her, you know her
me.
voice. Don't nobody else got that damn voice. Everybody know that voice. And don't nobody else call me sister cousin. So if you know,
then they know.
And if you don't,
then I ain't got a motherfucker say my name. Because if they know you, then they know me. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb in them.
But I'm going to get this together, edit this up, and it'll be up and available for y'all on YouTube on Monday at noon. So make sure y'all tune in. The episode from Thursday will be dropping tonight at midnight. Y'all have a good one. And